So I made a video after Nebraska got beat yet again to go 3-8 after they lost to Wisconsin 35-28 this past weekend. And a lot of people were telling me, Linda, why didn't you talk about the last play of the game? That was the worst no call I've ever seen in my life. So I went back and I watched it. I'll play it right here for you guys. Let's talk about one thing and make one thing clear. This isn't even close to a pass interference. It's not even close. It's not even close to a pass interference. It was just a terrible play by Adrian Martinez yet again. I'm surprised he didn't get picked to be his third pick of the day. But, guys, this isn't even close to a pass interference. Nebraska fans, I'm a Nebraska fan myself. I am from Nebraska. Guys, I wouldn't be covering Nebraska this much if I wasn't. But I'm just a realist. This was just a terrible pass by Adrian Martinez. I mean, he looked like he was playing backyard football, just scrambling around, and then he throws it with his eyes closed, hoping that somebody comes up with it into four-man coverage, and then they want to make the narrative that it was a pass interference. Guys, we got to stop with the excuses as Nebraska fans because it's just getting old. You can keep making excuses, and you can keep, oh, it was a close game against a top 25 team. But the reality of it is Nebraska still has not won a game against a top 25 team with Scott Frost. I said that in all my previous videos. And we're not ever going to. Why? Because this team can't close games. They're not clutch for whatever reason. And also because they keep playing Adrian Martinez. I have nothing against Adrian Martinez. I have nothing against Scott Frost. I don't know them personally. I'm sure they're great people off the field. But for whatever reason, it just hasn't worked at Nebraska. That's not me being a prick. That's just looking at the records over the last 4 years. And like I said, Scott Frost, after that play, what are you doing on the sidelines? Having a big freak out. When Bo Pelini did that, he was a psycho, and he got canned. But when Scott Frost does it, it's no big deal. Yeah, Scott's just, he's mad. It should have been a pass interference. I don't get it because so many coaches in the past have done things that Scott Frost has done, and they get criticized, but Scott doesn't. Mike Riley couldn't win enough games, even though he had 19 wins and got fired after 3 seasons. Scott Frost has 15 wins after 4 seasons, and they're not going to win next week. I don't know how Nebraska is the favorites against Iowa. Okay, it's Monday right now, the 22nd, and I'm not kidding. I'm being serious. I make jokes from time to time on here, but I'm being serious. Nebraska right now is a 3-point favorite against Iowa. Iowa's a top 25 team. Now, if somehow Nebraska wins this game against Iowa, at least it'll give the fans some hope going into next year. Beating a top 25 team for the first time under Scott Frost would be absolutely huge. Do I think it's going to happen? Absolutely not. I think Nebraska probably gets blown out. Adrian Martinez will probably have 2 to 3 turnovers, and they're going to finish 3-9, like I said. That's just what I believe is going to happen. We'll have to tune in to see, but guys, I'll make a video giving a more in-depth preview for the game against Iowa. I just wanted to talk about that missed call, no pass interference. Guys, let's be honest. That wasn't a pass interference. It wasn't even close to a pass interference. Okay, like I said, we have to stop making excuses if we want to move forward and actually be relevant again. Because to be honest, Nebraska football outside of Nebraska is not relevant at all. Like, no one talks about Nebraska football outside of Nebraska. Let's be honest here. Because we're 3-8. And we haven't had a winning record since Frost got to Nebraska. Hopefully they can win this game against Iowa. We'll have to see what happens. But, guys, keep an eye out for that video coming later this week. I still can't believe Nebraska's the underdog here, or the favorite, I should say. I'm sorry. I can't believe they're the favorite. So we'll see if those odds change. I think by Thursday you see that Iowa is the favorite because someone in Vegas is making a huge mistake here. They made a mistake against Minnesota when they put Nebraska as the favorites. and they're doing the exact same thing this week against Iowa. Iowa's way better than Minnesota. Maybe there's something going on at Iowa that we don't know about. I need to look into it more. Maybe like their whole offensive line got COVID or something. But if nothing like that is going on, I don't understand how Nebraska's the favorites. But guys, thanks again for tuning in. If you're new, hit that subscription button. And until next time, I'm out.